Hey old friends, and welcome back to the channel. Bob here, and I've got some exciting news. I believe it's exciting anyway, exciting for me, and that is that P99 has officially announced the release date for the green server, which is yeah, pretty awesome. I must confess I'm more excited about this than I have been anything else gaming wise, I think, for some time. Maybe Cyberpunk, but that's still some way off. Anyway, yeah, the release date for green is October the 25th, 2019. They even specify early afternoon Eastern time. I've no idea what time that is in regards to me. I'm not sure it's around the time where I'll be able to actually get in and play, like as soon as it opens. But hopefully it'll be a few hours after that. Yeah, and that's it. It's being released. There's a lot of other information as well, actually. As you should know, I imagine you know they're following the original timeline, so they've got some dates here. So yeah, October 25th for 2019 for the actual vanilla server to be released. Then you've got January 2020 for Plane of Fear. April is Plane of Hate. May is Temple of Solosek Row and Legacy Items Easter Drop. August is Plane of Sky. November is Ruins of Kunark. April 2021 is Epics. And July 2021 is Scars of Velius. It's really weird having this thing where it's going to be released and then you've got these kind of dates where you know things are going to happen. It's kind of like almost... I find it quite interesting. It is, I guess, a bit like sort of following a story. You know, you're at the beginning, you know where the ending is, and everything in between is kind of like the story of that, basically. Yeah, and it's going to be really interesting. I'm looking forward to it. I'm looking forward to going through, and then, yeah, being there at the end, hopefully, and seeing what happens. Yeah, but it's all exciting. There's a lot of other information here. The green server, as we knew, is going to be merged into blue eventually. But they say that that won't happen until at least 6 months after the last patch in Velius. Blue server will always be open and remain current. They're talking about possibly doing some custom content. Not sure how I feel about that personally, but that's going to happen. Multiple green servers. People have expressed a concern about the load. I feel in two minds about that, actually. I think the busyness of the starter zones, etc., is kind of all part of the game. Although I must confess, it was really frustrating in WoW Classic, but that was kind of a bit broken. You know, this is going to be, at the moment, we know it's going to be one server. However many people are playing, that's how many are playing. They have said that they're not planning to open a second one, but you know they'll evaluate as needed. So I guess if the first few days, first couple of days, first few days, first week, whatever, the servers are full and it's problematic, then maybe we'll get another one. Who knows? Yeah, we just don't know. but as I said, I'm in two minds. I think that the crowded, beginner zones is all part of the experience, but at the same time, I'm a lot older than I used to be, and I can imagine myself getting a bit frustrated with that kind of thing. But anyway, yeah, that might be a thing. We'll have to see how it goes. What I do hope is it might be quite nice to actually let people, a bit like they did with WoW Classic, is to let people access the character creation maybe a bit earlier, so you can try and get your names and stuff. That might be quite interesting. The most interesting thing, and I really like it, although I imagine quite a lot of people won't, are lists for items. They want everyone to have a fair shot at obtaining limited items, and I think that's a good thing. People will complain about the fact that it's not classic. There's some guy on the forums at the moment who's got a real bee in his bonnet about everything being classic, and he's been talking quite a lot about there not really being a play nice policy when the game was first released. If someone out DPS'd you for a mob, that was life. Essentially saying there's no camps. I think generally you couldn't take a camp, that kind of thing. I'm not sure how true that is. I really don't know, but I don't know. That seems like the sort of thing that someone would want if they were going to be playing like a mage or a wizard, just so they can get all the stuff. I just think that's quite selfish. I mean, I do like the idea of competition, but I do feel that in an ideal world that would be fine. But you would just get people who would just be morons and just abuse it, basically. And I think that, yeah, I just think that would be a shame. But yeah, but you know, I mean, the thing is that I'm kind of talking as someone who, um, you know, I mean, I can log in during the morning for my time zone, and I can sit in a zone for a number of hours waiting for a camp, or you know, or trying to out DPS someone or whatever. But I don't know. I don't think that will make the game any better for me. It might make it for the first one or two times. It might make it a bit more tense, you know, and thrilling. But after that, I think it would just become a pain in the neck. But what are they going to have? They're going to have lists. So upon entering a zone or camp area, you'll be able to enter a command that adds you to the list for this item. While your name is on the list, you must remain in the zone or camp vicinity until your name reaches the top. You'll have a limited time to re-enter the zone or area in case of disconnection. Once your name is up and the item drops, you will automatically be granted exclusive permission to loot that item from the corpse. Yeah, more details about the system will be announced prior to launch. I quite like this. I do feel that there needs to be some. I think someone logging into a zone, putting the name on the list, and going AFK, you know, just coming back to keep themselves connected. I'm not sure if that would be a good thing. I kind of feel that there should be some way to mean that means that you're. It means that you're interacting in some way. If you can just come into, if you know, I guess what you might get is that I'm assuming you can see the list, hopefully. So whoever's name is up next, people just won't bother killing it. You'll get some nice people like myself who will sit there and just help with every kill. But I guess the way around it, if people are just going to sit there and wait, is they won't get any help. You know, people will just say, you're next, you kill the mob, you know, we've got nothing to gain. That might be the way. But I do like the list thing. I think it's quite good. All the other rules seem to apply with regards to boxing and that kind of thing. So yeah, that's it. It's looking good. I'm looking forward to it. Very excited. I've been doing some little tests as well, which I'm not going to play too much before release because I just want to go into it quite fresh. But I have been doing some little tests and stuff, which I'll do a couple of videos of, so you can see what I've been doing, just to test out what it's like to start again, really, and how to maybe get ahead. I'm sure I won't be telling anyone anything they don't already know, but you know, in my own little way, it'll be a thing. The last thing I would like to mention before I go is if you've been playing P99 for a long time and you haven't donated, go and donate, because you've been playing. However long you've been playing for, it's been free, you know, and there aren't many games that are free, or anything that's free in life, particularly. I know that there's this thing, you know, well, they've put it out there and they don't charge for it, so I'm entitled to it, blah blah blah. But you know, I think that if you've been playing and you haven't done, go and make a donation, because they do talk about needing new servers and new server equipment and stuff, and it would all help towards that. And something that I also don't normally do, to spread the word, maybe get some more players, which might bring in more donations, is just to like this video and maybe share it. Not something I normally do, but in this case, I think that whatever you think of the people running it, you know, you've been playing it and enjoying it, I'm assuming. So, you know, and it looks like they could do with some help with regards to new server equipment and stuff. So, yeah, do that. Anyway, thanks for watching, and I'll speak to you again soon.